Alright folks, welcome to another beer review. Just doing my lunch for tomorrow and I thought I'd shoot a quick beer review. Went to see Morrissey on Saturday at the Co-op Arena. What a fucking gig that is. I think it's like the third time I've seen Morrissey live and this is definitely the best I've seen him. And the best that I've seen him from like other videos that I've been watching. And yeah, absolutely great gig. Song selection was a bit mid, but you know, every now and then just one absolute banger. And you know what, fair play to him, he's not pandering to anyone, he plays what he wants to play. And yeah, considering that The Guardian basically said there was no way back for him in 2022, I think selling out the Co-op Arena is quite an achievement. Anyway, so, and to be honest, a lot of his viewpoints I don't actually think are that extreme, so shoot me. Anyway, so we're going over to Delphic Brewing Co, and this is a can of the Alternate the Rakes, which is a double IPA in the New England style. The hops are extra pale, torrefied and malted wheat, torrefied and malted oats. Hops are WGK, X or N, I'm not sure, Citra, Nectaron and Simcoe, and then the yeast looks like it's saturated. These guys are based out of Newbury. Oh gee, what postcode is that? I know it, but I can't think of it. Is that down south somewhere? Newbury. Is that more towards Blue Nose Beer Reviews territory? Why do I know the name Newbury? Oh, I was going to say I'm firing blanks. You've got to be in a position to be able to fire blanks. But I'm shooting blank. I don't know. Shooting blank sounds even. It's more of a dribble these days. Just got some salt and pepper breaded chicken in the air fryer. Gonna have it on flatbread with some sauces. Just keep it nice and basic. Might add an additional bit of salt and pepper seasoning. I don't know yet. Let's give these a bit of a turn. I don't actually mind overcooking breaded chicken. I love chicken, and obviously tender chicken is always best, but I don't like moist chicken. I don't like chicken where it's obviously clearly cooked through and it's got juice, you know. I don't mind really dry chicken. So I'm weird when it comes to textures. Anyway, let's put that on for another 10 minutes. Hashtag professional. Yeah, so Delphic. Not had anything from these guys before. I was going to crack open the Atomic Torpedo from Sierra Nevada, but I thought 9.2% beer on a school night, which sometimes leads to having another beer. I thought, let's not do that. So we'll go like just around 1% lower, do a double IPA. So if that's going to make a blind bit of difference. Anyway, so looking forward to this one. Picked this up from House Trembling Madness. They had a few beers from Delphic on there. My beer fridge seems to not be as cold as it used to be. Anyway, beer in the glass then, and that's a lovely sort of like orangey mango look to it. A little bit yellow, a little bit orangey. Nice and hazy as you would expect. One thing is worth a really nice soapy foamy looking head. They always look good, don't they? I bring this point up all the time. I say the same shit for IPAs from video to video. I get the same flavours just because my point of reference as a fat man who doesn't really eat too much fruit and vegetables and good products, I don't have the most fine-tuned palate, to be honest. But you know what, I'll tell you if a beer tastes good, I'll tell you if a beer tastes bad, and if it's boring beer, you won't see this video. So anyway, I do sometimes find myself watching other beer reviewers and then hearing of like a flavour note or like a coin of phrase or an example, and I'm like, that'll be good to use. That not in a copying sort of sense, but having a taste, having a smell, going, sure, yeah, it does remind me of that. But yeah, my vocabulary when it comes to flavours and aromas isn't that good. There's much better beer reviewers out there, which is why my channel just doesn't get. I appreciate each and every viewer, of course, but But then again, there's some beer review channels that just don't really do it, but people enjoy it, and you like what you like. Do you know what I mean? I could have been making a lot of money on YouTube doing my film reviews until YouTube got very, oh, you can't monetize mature content. Why not? Because it's mature, people are gonna just watch it. So if you still get the views, you're gonna make money. But anyway, that's another discussion, and I'm not gonna let that lie after 7 years. No, longer than that, Jesus. Mondo Squalido. Check that on YouTube. Irreversible, I got millions and millions of views. Made a nice little bit of money for a couple of months on that until bang, age restricted, monetization taken away, channel slowly died. But I'm not bitter. Anyway, looks very good, let's give it a sniff. And it didn't, destroy my life in Germany. Anyway, on the nose, a little bit lemony, a little bit herbal. It's got that sort of like peach kids yogurt sort of aroma to it, or like the frube. Who remembers frubes? Yeah, there's a little bit of like slight mixed bag of salad, sort of like fresh, crispy, aromatic. A little bit herbal. It's got a slight like fresh mint leaf aroma, but not as vibrant as fresh mint can smell. Fresh mint's a beautiful smell. It's got that slight raspiness that I attribute to the Simcoe. A little bit like mild nutty cheese aroma. Sweaty shin pads. Shin pads fucking, that's one awful memory from when, I was a child and actually active. I could have been a really good skateboarder as well. I just don't apply myself to anything. And then moan about being in a shitty, low paid job, even though I think I'm an unrecognised, self-hating genius. I'm not. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, sweaty. If you've ever played football, the smell that comes from unwashed shin pads is fucking abysmal. This doesn't smell, not even in the same stratosphere as that. But there's still that sort of like slight cheesiness to it, which I like. Almost like a pickling sort of like vinegar without it being vinegary. Now I'm overcompensating because I'm not usually very good when it comes to describing aromas and tastes. Anyway, it smells really, really nice. It's quite a mild aroma, but very mild for a double IPA. No hint of the ABV there. You could be, sniffing a pale ale at like 3.4%. Just the aromatics. Yeah, that's it. What a stupid point to make. Give it a taste, Peter, and shut up. Cheers. Oof. Well, it packs a punch. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I'm getting the Simcoe there. Almost has that slight muskiness you get with certain New Zealand hops, but I don't think any of those hops are from New Zealand, are they? I mean, I don't know what WG N is, what sort of like family that's from. Citra, yeah, you're getting a little bit of a citrusy flavour. Even I think every IPA sort of has a citrusy aroma and taste. There's a little bit of sharpness there. Yeah, it's really, really tasty, but I wouldn't describe this as like a refreshing double IPA. You definitely feel the ABV on this, I would say. Not that you're going to really feel the ABV of a double IPA if you drink a lot of double IPAs. If this is the first double IPA you're ever going to have, of course it's going to be boozy as fuck for you, isn't it, really? But this t-shirt makes me kind of look a little bit slimmer than I am, so thank you, Stephen. What an iconic photo that is. They were using this image for like the gig poster, and I didn't see it on like the official Morrissey website, and then as soon as I walked into the Copa Arena, which is fucking amazing by the way, take that back, the toilet situation and the bars could have done that a lot better. In fact, I missed a little bit of the start of the gig. Well, the first bit song played, How Soon Is Now. Mainly because I was queuing for fucking ages to get into the toilets. And there wasn't even like a gender neutral one where I could, identify as a woman to skip the queue, which I may or may have not done that in the past. Am I exploiting? I don't know. I think I'm opportunistic. I wouldn't mind. Anyway, but yeah, the toilets could work something out, and just have a bit more of a bigger bar to allow people to, not have to queue up for like half an hour just to get a pint. Very expensive pints as well. Probably some of the most expensive gig pints I've had. I don't even think Alexandra Palace was that expensive for drinks. And I think when I went to the Brixton Academy, I think like one of those double pinters was the same price as a pint in the Co-op Arena. Although they did have Seven Brothers IPA, which was very nice. Can't remember which IPA it was. But that was like the same price as every other beer and like Guinness. So I thought, this craft, it's decent, got the job done. Didn't have too many pints because I didn't want to, remortgage my house, which I don't own a house, so I can't remortgage something that I don't own. But yeah, it's definitely been over 10 minutes because the air fryer's nearly finished. But yeah, there's something about this beer that just is a little bit different, and I really, really like it. It's not hiding, it's packing a punch. It's got a little bit of abrasiveness to it, a little bit of musky, like bruised, savoury fruit character. Nice body. Yeah. I think that's really nice. It's nice and interesting. It's a mixture of hops coming together, some that you identify, but make something really quite unique, and it doesn't stray off into one specific direction. I mean, I wouldn't rush out to buy another can of this, to be honest, but I'm really interested to try a few more beers from them, definitely. I don't think it was that badly priced either on House Trebler Madness, and it's getting the job done. I'm gonna lift that chicken out, do the washing up, sip on this, and then I've got a Star Bar to enjoy. So, I'm not having a bad evening, to be fair. Then probably do my usual and take up 2 packets of crisp to bed because I'm fat and lonely. That's why some of Stephen Morrissey's words really resonate with me. Anyway, nice little beer this. Doesn't hide its ABV, and I appreciate that. Almost goes into a slight like West Coast edge to it, without it being West Coast, if you know what I mean. Because there's a bitterness there that seems to build the more you drink it. And yeah, I'd recommend giving it a try. And I like the logo. I like the can art. It's a bit fun. I'm not sure if there's a story behind the name of the beer or if it's like a pop culture reference. Very much appreciate that they provide the hops, malts and yeast on the can as well. And yeah, go check them out. I will definitely be buying more beers from them. Give them another try. But yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting one. I think that's what I'm really liking. It's not just your bog standard hazy double IPA, which I'm always up for something that doesn't just taste like the IPA or the double IPA you had a couple of hours ago. And I think that's a good thing. So it might not be 100% to my tastes, but I think a lot of people will get a lot out of that. So if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Links to Delphic in the description. And yeah, thank you for watching. Take care. And who puts the M in Manchester? Bye.